Black Code community, Black Code community, Black Code community. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I told you the visual was coming and now we are here. Welcome to the first audio and visual interview for the Black Code celebration period. I'm not gonna lie, it's a celebration point. So again, for those who have been following me for quite some time, I appreciate it. And this is a gift to you. So on today's interview, you guys know how much I love entrepreneurship, right? And you guys know how much that I love to see again Black business strive in whatever they're trying to do. So today I have the incorporation of both, and I will be able to again have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Ms. Danielle Harris, social entrepreneur and content marketer. She is joining us today for the show. So, Black community, please give her a warm welcome, as you guys should, and welcome our lovely, lovely guest, Ms. Danielle Harris. Can you talk to the people for one time? Can you show them a love, shout out, show them a love.
Hey everybody, I'm Danielle, as he mentioned. I am a social entrepreneur. A lot of people say, what is a social entrepreneur? I like doing host and networking events. I like socializing and connecting with people. So that's like a social entrepreneur. And, what a better way to be an entrepreneur is to socialize and to connect with multiple people so you can build your network, because that's what builds your net worth.
Come on now.
Yes. And you can follow me on D7_lifestyle on Instagram. And I also have a nonprofit organization called The Other Corporation, where I teach people how to be fashionably sustainable, informational webinars, and redesigning existing clothes. I'll be getting back to that soon. Right now, it's a little bit on pause. But yes, that is me. I did recently have a networking event and Alandis was there. I really appreciate his support and coming out to talk about what he does in his business with Black Code. So yeah, that's me.
That is her, ladies and gentlemen. We will have again all of her social media links linked. I'm at the in this video or again in description. So be sure to again follow her. Please show some love. Look and see what she's talking about and see how I can help you. Because again, Black community, I'm only going to bring you guests that's going to help you. Right? I told you that episode 1, and now we're here. Okay, I'm gonna continue to do the same. So again, please make sure that you guys follow her social media page. Like I said, we will have those in the description or again linked at the end of the video. So as you mentioned, you have a nonprofit and you also, again, do the content marketer aspect and have that vision for yourself and other brands like that. So what got you interested in content marketing?
So it all started.
Okay.
And when I was in community college, I always had, first and foremost, I just didn't take advantage of the skills that I had because I didn't think that was my thing. But I used to be a part of different groups like the Black Student Union, the student clubs. Like I was working in the office at CCBC and I helped with the clubs. I worked in the office, Student Life Office, that's the name of it.
Okay.
And I got into that. First and foremost, let me say this. I wasn't into that until my third year. They say community college is 2 years. Maybe my third year, that's when I started to really buckle down, get into, the clubs in the school to see what can help me level up, because I was out partying, doing me, failing half of my classes. And I was like, all right, I need to hurry up and get out of this school. My third year. And I tell people no matter how long it takes you to graduate community college, still hang in there. I had a lot of friends that left because they felt like, oh, this is supposed to be 2 years. And then they didn't even go back to school, or they didn't even graduate from the other school and they had to come back. So I always encourage people to start at community college so you can figure out what you want before you waste $50,000 and more. So, so it started at, CCBC, Student Life. I did flyers, different helping out with different events. And then when I got the idea to do my own business, I created my logo, my name from scratch. And what else? It's just a lot of it stemmed from me being a part of clubs, helping them with their events, and my own business, creating my own business, which was Dieta Styles at first, and is now Dieta Corporation, and then I'm going into Dieta Lifestyle, which is D7 Lifestyle, which is this right here. But
hold on. That's an exclusive Black Coat community. Yeah, y'all ain't never seen that logo before. So I'm just saying, we cut nothing but the hits, baby. Nothing but the hits. That's all I gotta say. Exclusive. Yes. First look at the logo. Beautiful. It's a beautiful logo.
So I wish I had photos. So basically, the logo. This logo I made too, but I have another logo that people love, and I had a brand. I had this T-shirt brand, and I had the shorts. People love my logo. It was a D and a 7, but it don't. And it's so crazy because somebody the other day was like, "Why don't you show all of your designs like that anymore?" And I need to start doing it again because people loved it. When I say people love my shirts and my shorts, they loved it. I'm on my phone. I was about to say, let me show you something, but I'll have to send you something. But anyway, I had a line and my logo. People love my logo, and I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that logo per se, because it was dope. It might just be for that moment, but it was dope. But anyway, so I created all my stuff for the other styles, and I, did fashion shows, did little events, networking events. And, within that, I started, figuring out other stuff that I want to do outside of design. I was like, oh, I like real estate. Oh, I like interior design. So I did work for a real estate agent for a season, originally hiring me just to help him assist him with the contracts. But then he seen me, my marketing work, because I was like, oh, you need help with this. Your advertisement is not given. So
okay, initiative. We like that. We like that. Step in the gap.
I was like, let me show you something. So I did like an ad for him, and people kept, was rolling in, for his ad. He was doing rentals at the time. So I helped him, with advertising with that. And he was like, well, how about you do this for me instead of this being like basically his secretary to help him with the contract. So I was just like, all right, plus that was easier for me. And then I helped him with that. And then after that, I just was, still doing stuff for other people. Like I would do little videos or little, flyers and things like that. Business cards and things. And my mom, she has an itch for it too. So the creative, my grandmother, she was the designer, and my mom, she's creative too in her own way. But then this year, I was like, I could make some money from this. I was doing flyers for other businesses, and I'm like, wait a minute. They like, yeah, your flyers dope. I'm just like, yeah, I know they dope. And people would ask me, could you do my birthday party, flyer or certain small family event? And I'm like, man, I'm about to make this a business. And that's when I was like, what am I going to do? I'm still figuring out the whole, because I got this D7 lifestyle. I just did that, early this year? Not even that long ago, but it's boom. It's cute. It's cute. And then also your business changed with you. So that's another thing. My business had to change with me. I'm becoming more, I don't even know what to call me, but I used to be outside. But now
let me stop.
I'm more humble and learning how to live my life right, in the sense of not perfect, but in a sense of growth, spirituality, and aligning myself, following Christ, so yeah,
Progression.
like, and it changed me for the better. So I was like, "Are you acting fine now? Now the dream that you want, get
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get right, you ain't gonna reach your dream the way you want it." So yeah, I was just like, "All right, I got to change up some things." So this is real classy, real classy and sexy. Um, so yeah, and then with my nonprofit, I did a lot of stuff for my nonprofit, and people loved it. And now I'm just, in order for me to learn how to run it better, I have to obey, and I have to, take constructive criticism. I have to, go out and mingle with other people that's already in the business to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to run my business. And a lot of, you have to really work on yourself. People think they can just go and have a business. No, if you want your business to prosper and you want your dreams to come true, you really have to align yourself and, follow Christ. Some people don't believe that, but I have friends from different walks of life, and they always have some type of frustration in something. And as far as I know, since I changed my life, God is my go-to, my peace. He brings peace. He moves things for me. I don't really gotta move once I surrender. So, and that's the best part. But it was a journey to that too, because I
Mm-hmm.
lost a lot. I lost a lot. So,
Yeah, that's honest. That's honest.
yeah, and in business, people think you can separate it. So your business, your office won't be messy because your mind messy. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you're not gonna get, your business might not even, continue after 5 years because it's something not in order.
Mm.
And 9 times out of 10 is because you're not aligned with yourself. So your stuff can, your blessings can come in order with your business.
Mm.
Because your business is your blessing. In order to get your blessing, you have to align yourself.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
Yeah,
But,
part two. She's coming for a part two. It's
right.
part two. The spiritual entrepreneur. That's part two.
Yeah. So yeah, like basically that's how I became, that's how I created the selling lifestyle and content creation, because I always had a niche for it. I actually like marketing with my degree. So, okay, after CCBC, I graduated from there. And I went to Stevenson University. And at Stevenson
Stevenson.
University, I got my bachelor's degree in fashion merchandising. People fail to realize that fashion merchandising is not just about fashion. It's actually the business behind fashion. And
Mm.
within that, you learn marketing. So marketing was like my favorite niche. And my marketing teacher used to tell me, like, this is really good for you. Maybe you should take a minor in marketing. I really wanted to, but at that time they didn't have what I needed to make it a
Mm.
minor. So a little bit, I'd be thinking about going to take some classes, but not there. That's a whole nother situation. But a little bit, but I feel like, also since I kept books, some reason I kept certain books, and I'm just going to look at some books, and try to, I'm going to educate myself on marketing. It's like everything is like accessible to you. And I feel like it's just me because I'm a social person, so you learn people. I also went to therapy for years, and that's another thing people need to do: go to therapy so you can figure out what your problem is.
Factoid. That's facts. Big therapy advocate. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, like when you study people, you know it is easy to know marketing a little bit because you know the customer. Once you figure out who your customer is and how they move and things like that, you you'll make money in a sense, I guess. It's not that simple as I'm saying it, but yeah, you gotta know what attracts people. So it's not even just a graphic and a content, it's marketing in general. knowing what to place where for what business. For an example, an organization that I'm working with, they, have a designer, and was helping pick certain pictures to go in certain places. And the organization is, solely for women. But the particular event is for men and women. So I was just like, instead of, the normal woman picture, how about we do, male and female, and, pick a certain picture, because you're not marketing to just women at this particular event, stuff like that. Or, businesses and colors. Blue is friendly, or is it orange?
I think that's orange. I think blue is more like peaceful or flowing, as in resembling water. Could be wrong.
Orange is friendly. And wait a minute, then hold on. God.
I know green is growth, yellow is like breakthrough. Of course, black, or darkness is black, or nightfall, if you want to say. Red usually is like redemption, or like revenge, or hurt, or pain.
No, not in that sense. In marketing sense. In marketing sense is different. In marketing sense, black is like strong, in a sense, like super businessy. Like I have it in my phone, but I can't get into it.
I look like we gotta come back for part 2. You know what I'm saying? To get into the nitty gritty of some things that you learned at your community college, and also again how you've applied them thus far. Because what you just stated is a big piece that a lot of people are going to need, definitely with marketing, or again just simply business, period. Because a lot of people don't think about it that deep. Simple. A lot of people do not think about it that deep, or again never been exposed to realizing how literally picking this color can equal extra $100,000 if you pick this color, or like people don't think it's that serious, but it is. It is.
Yeah, it is.
So that's a beautiful thing. Yeah, we have to bring that for part 2 for sure. Most definitely. So my next question would be, what is your why? For again, just what you're doing. Whether it's your nonprofit that you mentioned earlier, or whether again it's more so focusing on what you're doing now, as in the content marketer. Like, what is your why, or why you started either one of those things? Because everybody has a why. So what's yours?
So, so which one you want me to start on first?
It's up to you. You can either say your nonprofit, or again, you kind of touched on it briefly. Again, why you started to do the content marketer.
Right. Okay. So my nonprofit, my baby. That stems from me being at Stevenson and watching True Cost. And people need to know what's real about the fashion industry. One thing that pissed me off the most is that Black people make rich people rich, and we stay in the same place. Annoying as hell. When you hear that one, I don't know if it's trillion or billion, we spend that much on clothes, shoes, jewelry, and just stuff like that. Alone. And the brown community spend 1.5. So, and then if you also look at who spends the most money to look good, or I'm gonna say Google who spends the most money in the fashion industry, Black people. And then they target things towards us, and we buy it. We make them rich. That's not number one. Number one was actually, but that's like number 2 or 3. That's in the top 5. But anyway, number 1 is because we need to be aware of our environments. We are slowly killing ourselves. I know that sounds, a bit raw, but I'm gonna keep it 100.
Hey, this is an authentic show, authentic platform.
If you have any children, stop killing your child's dreams. Why? Because as every time we buy something, they're making another garment, right? And it's a billion people in this world. Not even, and then just us that alone living in America and the European countries, we buy the most, and it's made in all the foreign countries. The what is it called? The foreign countries that's less fortunate, but I don't even want to call it less fortunate. That's a whole nother situation too. Anyway, I don't want to call them less fortunate because they're fortunate. They're actually rich, you know. But anyway, that's a whole nother situation. What is it called? They call it third world countries.
Yeah.
And we pollute them. We here in America, UK, certain parts of you know, over there on that side, China, Asia, I mean, sorry. We pollute the world because the clothes are made out of chemicals. Chemicals harm our environment. That is the soil that we need to survive off of. Also, we contaminate the water that we drink, the clean water that we drink. Everybody say, oh, it's cotton, it's bamboo, and all of that. And I just had a meeting the other day where I spoke to with the newspaper, the National Black Unity News. I was a speaker the other day, yesterday. And, you know, people fail to realize that the environment and fashion is very connected. Whatever you create, you can't really get rid of. You can throw it somewhere. Throwaway is not really a thing. We think it's a thing. That trash got to go somewhere. To create a dump, you have to pay for it. It's not free. So the world consumes too much, especially in these European countries that we currently live in. We greedy. And the system has, and that's greed. That's the whole other situation too. Yeah. And the system has created this dream, which is not real.
It's not real.
You can do this and you can do that. Buy this, buy that, so they can earn money. The Black Dollar is so powerful that if we stop buying stuff, everything goes, you know, we become richer, and you know they're not going to stay where they are. But you know, our community, Black Americans, and you know, Black and Brown Americans, just we have the most control and we don't even know it. But yeah, ultimately it's just the fashion nowadays is just trash. And people don't even know it. Like we wear chemicals every day. This is a chemical, but I had it for years, so I'm not gonna go throw it away because I have it. That means I'm not gonna go out and buy another one like this. Why? Because I already have it. So it's like be more sustainable. And within that movie True Cost that I seen at Stevenson, I watched it and how it harms these third world countries. We contaminate their water. We're harming other families and communities because of our greed. It's like the top people that's controlling the US is harming us, right? Because of their greed. But we're passing it on and being, you know, it's getting worse. Sustainability has always been a thing. It's just that the government didn't take it that serious until now. And the reason why is they're probably taking it serious now is because stuff is just deteriorating. And we only have a certain amount of clean water to drink. We only and then they continue to knock down the forests and extinct certain animals because of their greed. But that is what we need to survive. And people don't understand how important nature is to us as humans.
All right. So, Black community, welcome back again. I do apologize for the brief intermission. We ran out of a little time, but we are back. And again, we do have the lovely guest of Ms. Danielle Harris and the Setup Corporation as well. So, last we stopped was talking about why she started her nonprofit, and things of that nature. You know, from that answer, again, I believe it was answered pretty well and in detail. And also, she gave you a little bit more extra gems than what we thought. So, hey, you know, straight blessings, y'all, straight blessings. So my next question would be this is where do you see content marketing helping again your business in the form of the corporation that you know started as a nonprofit. So what do you think that content marketing can help you with that as well?
So let me get that question
Okay.
right. Understand it. You're asking what I'm currently doing, how is it going to help my nonprofit?
Yes, or again the transition of you know the corporation and lifestyle that you have for future goals.
Okay. Um. Also, I wanted to one more thing to add to
Okay,
the
go
last
ahead.
question. Um. Just to be real, that's the reason why I started the other corporation. To be real, because a lot of times that other community keeps stuff from us, and we don't know that we're slowly killing ourselves with the stuff
Mm,
that they give us. So that's basically why I'm just bringing truth to the light. You
okay.
know, yeah. But um, I had to make the transition from from Dieta to Dieta lifestyle. Can you hear a baby crying in the background? Hold on.
No, you're fine.
You can't.
No, we can hear you.
I can hear the baby crying. And it's loud. It's my neighbors, and I got my door open. But let me. All right. So basically, the transition had to happen because, like, I want people kept looking at me as my nonprofit in a sense. Like, I don't want to be the face of my nonprofit. Yes, I'm the founder. Yes, I'm the president, but I don't want to be the face of my nonprofit. You know, once I get, all of my ducks in a row with the, behind the scenes and my team, we're all going to be running it. It's not going to just, be mine, So, yeah. And in order for me to do that, I have to come up with like, it didn't even have to be a business though, because
Mm,
I'm not gonna say that on here, but it didn't have to be a business. I could have just did, just started, doing like being a social media influencer. I am an influencer, but I could be slowly just influencing. Um, but I'm doing influencing and um marketing. So I'm basically marketing through my influencing, if you know what I mean. Um, in a sense. Because what I do is I like going to meetups and meeting new people, and sometimes I'll record videos about that, or I'll give business tips or just life tips. Most of it is like life, in my journey in life, in a sense, in the most positive way. And I like hosting networking events, y'all, that too. And I felt like I needed a separation from who I am and who the Ada Corporation is, because people, you know, just I didn't want to I don't want to be, having like, because I am Black Power, I can't put that with my Daily Put Together Corporation because of the vibe that gives
yeah,
versus seven lifestyle. The lifestyle of the other, is different. Because I'm me at the end of the day. I'm not my
true,
business.
true.
And that's the separation that people need. Like, that's that, especially if it's an organization and you're, educating multiple communities, not just your own, but um yeah, that was the transition. I had to separate the two.
Okay, got you. So, and in a nutshell, you just needed again two platforms because again, you are one person physically, but again, as you're stating, you have two personalities and two
Yeah.
lifestyles, if you want to say, that make up again the lovely person in yourself. So I understand. Okay, I got you. I look, I get that. I get that. You want to be like, hey, this is me. Here's my work. I understand.
Right,
'Cause
right.
I have seen that when it comes to individuals like yourself and myself, you know, more so creators, a lot of individuals, like I said, they do mash up the two, unfortunately. And a lot of people I've seen, once they mash it up or combine it like that, it's kind of hard for them to unsee the shit. And the expectations of that creator becomes too either heavy or too high sometimes, so it's like
The
it's good.
expectation can get you.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Expectation can definitely be extra stressing when one doesn't have to. But it's good to hear that again. You are being intentional about letting people know that hey, I am a person outside of this. You
Right.
can come to me for this as a person, and if you need me to, be CEO, president mode, okay, cool as well. Big tip, Black co community, please take time to again separate your life from business. Okay.
Yeah.
Please, because again, if you are not rested as a person or again feeling yourself as much as possible as a person, everybody that works under you, works with you, they're gonna get that as well. So
Yep.
again, if you're not again in your own space of peace, or again, like I said, tranquility and what that looks like for you, is not it's not gonna flow. It's not gonna flow. You can't be, a mad person, if you want to say, and expecting a happy and joyous environment at your job consistently.
That.
No.
Perfect example.
Like that's not gonna work. Like as Ms. Harris was saying earlier, again, you do have to be intentional about working on yourself, and again also creating avenues for positivity and productivity for yourself. So
Mhm.
that's a beautiful thing. I love to hear that was your why for kind of again starting the whole content marketing, and how that can help even more so with your business. So that's a beautiful thing. My next question would be for the name. What inspired the name for your business?
So the name. So my great grandmother passed away.
Hmm.
I was like, I gotta do something with her name and my name. Her name was Henrietta, and my name is Danielle. The Etta, and the end of her first name, Etta, Henrietta, and then Danielle D. So Dieta, and the seven is just, there because it's my favorite number. 7 days a week, the best number, the number of completion. Um, so, and nobody really writes D7. Nobody put number and letters together.
Hmm.
My name is very unique. Um, so yeah, that's how it became Dieta.
Gotcha.
Um, so yeah, like I might be changing my logo too to my old logo, but I don't know yet. I gotta make it look like more mature me, not the sporty, party dandy. But yeah, so yeah, that's how the name came about.
Okay, all right. So again, tying again not only your family history but a cause with that history that is bigger than yourself is a beautiful thing to see in the name of your business. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing to see, and again to pay tribute to her,
Yep.
and a long lasting thing, because again. That's what it is right now, you know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, what's that? But it's gonna be, oh yeah, the other, like, you remember who that
Yeah,
is?
because a
You
lot
really
of
like,
people be like D Zeta. I'm like, where do you get D Zeta from? You don't. It's no Z. You don't pronounce numbers and letters. Like, but I get that all the time, and I just make sure, like, when I'm announced to say it right, like, especially at a big event when I did fashion shows, I had to, correct them. But yeah, like it's basically bigger than me. I know it's going to be bigger than me. I know it's going to be nice, and he's taking me step by step. God is taking me step by step through this journey, and I need to be strong in him for it to go right the way I want it to go.
cool,
But yeah, like it's bigger than me, and I try to remind people of that on my social media. That is bigger than you. Whatever you want is bigger than you. The trials and tribulations you're going to go through is because you're creating, longevity, a legacy for, with your. Why I can't remember the word? I was about to say, you're building a legacy for the future generation. So yeah.
Got you, got you, got you. So last two things, and again, it's been a phenomenal interview thus far. Giving the gems without even asking. So I appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Blessing my community like that. So the last two things would be this, first would be this. What would be your biggest what would be your next impact goal that you want to fulfill? Whether it's with content marketing or again the corporation, what's your next big impact goal that you're looking forward to doing or at least starting a journey?
I don't know.
No,
Look, people gotta understand entrepreneurs, we be doing it, but sometimes we be trying to take a step at a time because we used to jump ahead. But now I'm just taking a step at a time, and then I'm just letting God flow me, just flowing. But I do have goals. One of them I'm not going to mention because I don't speak before it happened. But
understandable.
eventually, I do want to have, a building for my organization. I want my organization to go bigger, grow in like a bigger capacity where I can help, my community at a bigger capacity and see the turnaround on how we spend our money in the Black community. That's like one of my goals that I want to accomplish and eventually, encourage, us to travel more.
Travel. We like traveling.
Yes, but just know I got some stuff under the rug dealing with that and some other stuff. But
Got you. Got your stuff on the pinpoint, the little board. Got you.
Yeah, that's for my nonprofit. I definitely want to, impact the community more. And eventually get a space where I can host networking events, for D7 lifestyle too. It's going to all come together in understanding like my nonprofit and my full profit. It's going to come together. Watch, it's going to come together, and yeah, because in order to get the word out, you gotta bring that unity in the community, and that's through the D7 lifestyle. And then the other corporation, it's gonna it's gonna mash together.
I got you. I got you. Things will definitely work together and everything like that. So the last thing would be again, being an entrepreneur yourself, and then again myself with experiences. What would be the biggest message that you would give to any entrepreneur, whether they're just starting out or trying to maintain what they have, or again maybe afraid to reach that next level? What would be a message that you would give to them as they're on their entrepreneur journey, if you want to say?
Don't wait to get right to do it.
Okay.
Use your job, which I should have did, which I'm going back to do, as your funding for your business. Rest. Everybody just work hard, play hard, no sleep. Yeah, you keep doing that. Be simple, because you won't be here to see your dreams. But anyway, yeah, rest, self-care. But number one is don't try to be perfect to begin. And yeah, stay prayed up most definitely. And really figure out if this is for you, if this is what it is that you want to do. Most people, if they have this, passion burning up, oh, I need to do this, do that. And some people just jump, oh, that's what I got to do. But yeah, stay prayed up. Self-care. That means sleep, get some rest, or just some self-care, take yourself to the movies. You have to be one with yourself. Like you said earlier, you can't expect a perfect business if your home life messed up. So yeah, like that's the main thing, and you just can't be waiting till everything is kosher, perfect. And don't let social media hype your mind. Your mind. Don't let social media fool you. It's only people that I met that's doing it on social media, but in real life, I'm like, oh.
Like, what
Like, this is
happened?
not what I thought, Shorty, live where, and, you still, but your social media, yeah. But that's why I try to keep it real on my social media. No polish, this and that. Now that, it's good to be polished sometimes, but no, I'm a realist. And that's what my business is about. I'm a realist. And that's what keeps me going. Jesus was a realist.
True.
So yeah, no cut cards here. If you ever want my advice.
She said no cut cards here. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I definitely appreciate that. So again, entrepreneurs, those that's your list. Rest, right? Okay. Don't follow. I want to say don't follow, but don't again live your life based off social media and everything like that, or let it overtake you. Be real, right? Okay. Also, again, as we said earlier, prepare and plan. You have to prepare and plan. You can't go anywhere without any type of plan or any type of preparation. And again, keep that dream alive, prayed up, and patience. Patience and being prayed up. Patience and prayed up. It goes hand in
They
hand.
like the main two. Patience being prayed up.
They got to go hand in hand.
Yeah, but even though you prep, but that don't mean you have to prep. You can't. You don't have to be perfect.
True.
Yes, prep. Outline what you're going to do. Have a plan. Yes. It don't have to be perfect though, because you'll find out in the journey when you need to fix things, because you don't know everything.
True. As you know, that's you gotta take it one step at a time. One step at a time. But thank you so much for again coming to the Black Code and again gracing our community with some knowledge and also some inspiration, some motivation, or simply again, like I said, just challenging again our listeners' community mind to again search these things up. Look for them, like what is sustainable fashion and everything like that. And guys, again, this is from what I know, this is the queen of sustainable fashion. So again, via her social media pages that again we'll have in descriptions and link. Hit her up, ask. As my grandmother always says, if you don't ASK, you will not GET. So again, ask, find out, and everything of that nature. But we thank you again for your time. We thank you again for bringing the exclusive with the little logo in the background, bringing the exclusive, the little drip.
Thank you for having me.
You look, that joint not online yet. This is your first time seeing it. But outside of that, again, thank you for your time. And again, blessing us with so much information, knowledge, and again, simply growth. That will again, I know whether it's now or later on, bless the listener. And that's all we can ask here at the Black Code. So I thank you so much for coming again. Guys, please follow, like, comment, share. Ms. Harris, please, you got to do it. If she came on the show, you got to give her a follow and a like. Give them a follow and a like. You know what I'm saying? Give them a follow and a like. But thank you so much. And again, thank you for our connection. Via business, via social life, and now via Zoom being our first visual episode. So yeah, that's another one of the books. And again, guys, speaking of not trying to have it perfect, this podcast, I'll be transparent, it's been out for a year. I'm now just getting the video. So hey, when you can do it, do it. So you don't have to, patience, like I said, patience and prayer. And again, as you stated in your first point, not worry about being perfect at the start, because again, you're supposed to learn as you go. That's the whole point of your journey, of a process, right? So thank you so much, guys. And again, we'll definitely have you back for part 2, because we need some more sustainable fashion information and knowledge, so we can out here be like, sustainable fashion is this. You don't know about it? All right, bam. Let me put you on. But thank you so much. We appreciate it very much. So,
all righty.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.